Kristal Hart, and we are at the Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. This is Fight Week. This is the final press conference where WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis will defend his title against LAMONT ROACH Jr. The fight takes place Saturday, March 1st, and will be broadcast live on Prime Video pay-per-view.
Back here to Barclays Center as Premier Boxing Champions continues our final press conference, and it is now time to introduce our main event. Accompanied by father trainer LAMONT ROACH Sr., this man comes in with a record of 25 victories, 10 by knockout, opposite of 1 defeat and 1 draw. He is the reigning WBA Super Featherweight World Champion. Here is the Reaper, LAMONT ROACH. And now let's introduce one of the biggest stars in all of sports. Accompanied by trainers Barry Hunter and Calvin Ford, he comes in undefeated, 30 victories, 28 by knockout. He is a 5-time 3-division world champion. He is can't miss. Here is Gervonta Tank Davis. We have both teams seated now, and on Saturday, March 1st, Big Time Boxing is back in Brooklyn, New York, as superstar Gervonta Tank Davis defends his WBA Lightweight World Championship against the reigning WBA Super Featherweight World Champion LAMONT ROACH here at Barclays Center. This will be headlining a PBC pay-per-view event on Prime Video that, again, features 4 world title fights beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Gervonta will return to Barclays for the 4th time, where his last time out, his May 2022 showdown against Rolly Romero, set the building record for the highest grossing and most attended boxing event. You do not want to be outside this building for this one this Saturday, March 1st. Once again, tickets are still available through Ticketmaster.com. The event is promoted by GTD Promotions and TGB Promotions, and it is all sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Now, before we get to our fighters, I want to bring up a man who already spoke earlier. He's been a part of putting this mega event together, the president of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown.
Well, I got to tell you, it's great to be back here in Brooklyn once again, promoting another PBC mega pay-per-view championship fight right here at the Barclays Center. It's especially great to be back here at Barclays. This is the place. In Tank's last fight here, he broke the all-time live gate record for a boxing event here in the building. As of today, he's already shattered that record, and he's on track to break the all-time record for any event in the building Saturday night, just like he did a couple of years ago back in Washington, D.C. at the Capital One Arena, where he bumped out the Rolling Stones. And if he does break that record this Saturday night, he'll be bumping the Rolling Stones out once again. Tank is the one. This is going to be an epic event here on Saturday. You know, anytime Tank fights, it's just record-breaking stuff all the time. Tank is arguably, not even arguably, he's definitely the best, most exciting, most explosive fighter in boxing today. LAMONT ROACH is a 29-year-old reigning world champion. He's coming into Saturday night with the mindset to bump Tank off and try to silence everyone in this building. So we've got a great main event, we've got a great undercard, and I've said this before, but anytime Tank Davis fights, it's much bigger than just another championship fight. It's an event, and it's an event you don't want to miss. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tom. And now we have the WBA 130-pound champion, and we have the WBA 135-pound champion. So let's bring up the president of the WBA, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, New York. More than excited for such an important event. When we have two champions from the World Boxing Association facing each other, the quality of each one. Gervonta Tank Davis, for me, whatever, doesn't matter what the media, with all my respect, says, but for me, he's a #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He has proven it. Boxing-wise, he's a great fighter, and then he has an opponent for this event, for this fight, who is also a champion in a weight class, in the 130-pound division. So there's a whole rivalry between them. It was back then in the amateurs. There's a lot. Maybe LAMONT has to prove a lot of things in the ring. Both are hard workers. Both are from the area of Washington, D.C. So we're more than happy and excited to have this fight. As president of the World Boxing Association, we're more than honored to have this event, and especially because in New York, because boxing roots are based here in New York. Thank you very much.
All right, now let's hear from father and head trainer. He has helped his son become a world champion. Here is LAMONT ROACH Sr.
Hello, everybody. 2 days away. Ain't too much to say. We put the work in. I want to thank everybody that made this possible. Tom Brown, PBC, Al Heyman, all the gang. My team, Roberto Diaz, Gary Jonas, all my coaches. Man, they was unbelievable this camp, man. I want to thank the sparring partners, everybody that helped us out get to this point right here. The champ is ready. We're going against another champ. We know what we're up against. I'm familiar with these two over here. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of history, not just between them two, but between us. But it look like I'm going against the Upton Bangers this time, you know what I'm saying? So it's 2 versus 1, but I love a challenge, you know what I'm saying? But here, Bangers, Upton, they know how we get down. We know how they get down. It's going to be a hell of a night, going to be a great fight. You got two kids that grew up, I'm going to say young men, not kids, you know what I'm saying? They grew up in the same area. They put that work in, and now they're at the biggest stage right now, competing in their prime for a world title. Can't wait. Buy the pay-per-view, tune into the fight. It's going to be the fight of the year.
All right, thank you, LAMONT. And now it's time to go over to Team Tank's side. This man's head trainer and is getting Tank ready for this fight. Please help me welcome Barry Hunter.
Hello, hello, hello. First of all, I want to thank God for us being here. I want to send a shout out to all the people that work for the federal government that lost their jobs. It's a tough time. It's a crazy time for all of us. So it's going to take all of us to link together to get up beyond this garbage that's going on now. I want to get that out of the way. I want to thank Al Heyman, Amazon Prime, of course, Team Roach. Like I say, this is family. So it's a little different. Normally, the people we face and fight, we don't know. So it's easy to get angry and, you know, have a little extra going into the fight. But this is a little different from me because, like he said, LAMONT comes to the gym to spar, know his father very well, know their family very well. But nevertheless, we understand the business. This is business. This is not personal. And so, of course, he's going to be fierce. I know they ready. I know they in shape. On the flip side, we always put the work in. So come Saturday night, it's going to be explosive. It's going to be a great fight. If you don't have your tickets, get them. If you know somebody, help them get some. Tune in. Do whatever you got to do because it's going to be off the chain. And I'll see y'all Saturday. Thanks a lot.
All right, now we'll bring up another trainer who's got an extremely special relationship with Gervonta Tank Davis. Please help me welcome trainer Calvin Ford.
Here we go again, y'all. I want to say thank you to the Almighty, PBC, Roach Team, Al, and everyone that's here. Like Barry said, this ain't nothing new for us. Y'all know how we get down. Everybody was talking about Roach and the fight we took. This was a great fight. I knew that. To keep Shorty honest. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not listening to him when he talk. You heard when he say he's back? He's back. I see it. I sit back and watch now. I get to see the work. You know what I'm saying? Barry been in my life for a long time. Nobody didn't know that. Tank know where to go at when he got to get right when I'm going through things. So we had to do what we had to do to make sure we stay sharp. And looking at him, he in a good place. He's shining. He's shining. Roach, you know I love you and your family. We've been doing this for years. That night, I look at all the fights. I know what he coming to do. And y'all can know what he coming to do. But y'all don't know. We have history. Everybody should turn into this because I know him and Tank been saying this several times. He on the biggest stage of his life. And he want to show up. Are you ready for it? Are you really ready for it? Are you really ready for it? Okay. Oh, he got some lively today, Tank. Dad here. That's the Roach I know. So when we picked this fight, it was a fight to know, like, yo, we doing it for the East Coast. To bring that love back, because we know where this started from. We have a love for this sport, a passion for this sport. I just been quiet because there's no disrespect between us. But we love the fight game. And y'all gonna see pure boxing and fighting that night. The card is hot. Roach, come with it, baby. You lucky I ain't had my tank can up here tonight. But it's coming here. All right, you know it. How we used to say it? The headbangers, Uptons, no excuse. Yes, sir. You're right, it's two of us tonight, but there's always one. I give them to him for a little while, then I come in on the back end. You ready, B? Yes, sir. Oh. Thank you. Y'all have a good night, and we see y'all Saturday night.
All right, now it's time to hear from our main event fighters. First up, this man is 25 victories, 10 by knockout, 1 defeat, and 1 draw. He is the reigning WBA Super Featherweight World Champion, and he captured that world title in November 2023 when he dropped Hector Luis Garcia in the final round on a way to a decision victory. And then he defended his title in June last year, dominating the previously unbeaten Firgal McCory and defeating him by an 8th round TKO. He's a native of Washington, D.C., a sensational amateur, a 2013 National Gold Gloves Championship that led him to being named USA's boxing's most outstanding boxer. He's ready for this moment. Please help me welcome the Reaper, LAMONT ROACH.
Like to thank everybody for coming out. Like to thank God himself. You know, I ain't got much to say, for real. I'm here to boogie. Saturday night, it's gonna be a hell of a night. I'm coming with my tool bag. I'm coming with everything in my bag. I got a big bag, just to let y'all know. You wanna talk? Come on, bro. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, Saturday night, it's going down. I'm here on one of the biggest stages of my life, like everybody said. I'm just here to show up. And when I do show up, I show out, for sure. That belt coming out. Hopefully, he bring his too, with that belt coming out. You know, I'd like to thank Al Heyman, PBC, Tom Brown, and I'd like to thank Tank himself. You know what I'm saying? He, cash cow, head honcho, gave me the opportunity. That's Boogie.
All right, this man needs no introduction. He is one of sports' biggest superstars in the world. He's undefeated, 30 victories, 28 by knockout. He's a Baltimore native, a 5-time 3-division world champion, the reigning WBA lightweight world champion. He's held the lightweight title since 2019, and he's also won titles at 130 pounds and 140 pounds. And as we all remember, last June, he scored a highlight reel knockout over the previously unbeaten Frank Martin. And then, of course, he ended his rivalry with Ryan Garcia with a vicious body shot in April of 2023. And he's also the only man to stop the current WBC welterweight world champion, Mario Barrios, and 3-division world champion Leo Santa Cruz. He's got champions all over his resume, and they have all come up short. Please help me welcome Gervonta "Tank" Davis.
I've been champion since 2017, fam. So, I just want to say thank everybody for coming out, everybody that's a part of this event. It's showtime now, you know, all the talking and all the work been put in, you know, so come Saturday night, it's going to be a great fight. You know what I mean? Lamont coming with his best, I'm coming with my best, and, you know, right here is the top of the DMV area, just on the stage period. So even on the undercard, the Gary Russells and things like that, they definitely a part of the DMV and things like that. So we got great talent, you know, fighting on the card Saturday night. So I just want to be here and give it my all. You know, I'm grateful and happy to be a part of this event and be able to be at this level in my career. So I want to just say thank y'all for coming out and see y'all Saturday night. And thank everybody like Amazon Prime, Al Heyman, and my team. And that's it, man. See y'all Saturday night.
All right, now let's hear more from our fighters. First, I'll start with you, Tank. You are 3-0 here in Brooklyn. This will be your 4th fight here at Barclays Center. As we all remember, you broke records when you defeated and knocked out Rolly Romero in 2022. What has made this place here in Brooklyn at Barclays Center so special for you?
The way they show love here, it's been always great. You know, I think, you know, this is like my second home, you know, since I won my first world title in 2017. I feel like this is a great atmosphere. Brooklyn, you know, what can I say? You know, come Saturday night, you'll see.
Now over to you, Roach. People, obviously, I mean, you've heard the noise, you've talked about it in interviews. They seem to be overlooking you in this fight. And on the build up to this, what do you make of those outside critics doubting you in this fight?
I don't really care too much about the outside critics. I know what I could do in the ring, and that's the only thing that matters, honestly, is that I go out and give it my all and perform. And most likely, 9 times out of 10, when I do that, I'll be victorious.
And now over to you, Tank. You know, you have esteemed trainer Barry Hunter. You've known him for a very long time in your corner for this fight. You know, how has that relationship been for you, you know, throughout your life and now leading up for this fight? And what have you learned from Barry in this camp?
You know, sometimes it just, you know, I knew Barry since I was young, you know, Eva Book, you know, just being in that space, you know, they help you evolve it, like better your game and also better you as a person and things like that. So just being around them is great. You know, it's good to have 2 top trainers come together, which it would be Barry, Calvin, you know, Eva, Kenny too. just all had them under one roof is amazing. I see a lot of people have different fighters in their camp and stuff like that, but what's great about me, I have actually coaches, teachers, and things like that. So I soak up the knowledge from them and let them be them.
Back to you, Tank. Barry Hunter said on Gloves Off that Roach may be the most skillful fighter you have fought in your career. Do you agree with that assessment, and how would you rate Roach's skills?
I agree. I totally agree. He got good skills. That's why he's here. You know what I mean? I think he's 25-0 with 10 knockouts. So I think he's a A+ fighter, I would say.
Now over to Roach. He's calling you an A+ fighter. How do you take that compliment from Tank, in the build-up to this fight? Because he, even though the outside critics say what they say, he sees what you have. So what do you make of that coming from Tank?
I take that compliment very well, and it lets me know that he is 100% focused, and that he gonna bring his A game. That's what's all a part of this is gonna make it a great fight. That's what a lot of people are missing. That's what a lot of people don't get. So that's the thing right there. Like he's attentive, he's aware, and he know that, and that's part of the that's what got him here today. He know that, he know boxing.
Now back to you, Roach. Why do you believe he's undefeated? 30 fights and 28 of those guys have gotten knocked out. Why do you think so many of his opponents have gotten knocked out? And do you believe that there's been an element of intimidation or second guessing before they even step into the ring with Tank going into a fight?
I don't know. You gotta ask them when it comes to the invitation thing. But obviously he here for a reason. He do what he's supposed to do with the guys that's in front of him. He got good skills. Obviously he got good power, and he got a good boxing IQ. All that put together makes for a championship fighter.
Now I want to go to Barry. You have been with Tank in this camp, and you've been around so many world champions, and as Tank mentioned, you've known Tank for a very long time. What's it been like to get him prepared for this fight, see him train, and see what's going to happen Saturday, March 1st?
Well, like Tank said earlier, Calvin brought Tank to the gym when he was maybe 8 or 9 years old, so this is nothing new with us. You know what I mean? So I can't just look at this camp, because all the camps that we've ever had is special, from the amateurs to the pros. Like Calvin and both Lamont Roach Sr. alluded to, we've been doing this for a long time. And in Tank's case, he's just a special guy. You know what I mean? He's a special fighter. We go at it. There's been a many times when he was young, I had to pull him in the office because he'd lose his damn mind a couple of times. But nevertheless, he's a special kid and one of the best cats I ever met, to be honest with you. And over here, when you look at Calvin, I've known Calvin when he first came into the game. And the thing is about Calvin is one that was community-based, took his time, helped kids out, and it kind of put the mind of myself. So I've always had crazy love for him. So bottom line is that we, have this togetherness that brought us to this point, and I'm proud of it.
And now I'll go over to you, Lamont Roach Sr. You've helped your son become a world champion, and you've seen what he can do. What does your son bring Saturday night that maybe Tank hasn't seen before and will allow you to be victorious Saturday?
Lamont's a full package fighter. He brings everything to the ring. He can do it all. So Tank may have seen him in different fights, in different pieces, but in one fighter, that's what he's going to see. Someone that can do what he can do with the skill level. So that what makes for a great fight. My son, I see him do some amazing things, and I think he's going to be amazing March 1st.
Now back to you, Tank. This fight feels a little bit different? Because we're used to, as you getting prepared for a fight, and Barry kind of alluded to it, you're used to fighting strangers, and, you know, it's easy to kind of, you know, dislike a guy going into the fight. But you can kind of see the history that you and Lamont both have. Is this a little bit different for you going into this fight, knowing that you guys have that history?
No. You know, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me regardless. I told him to leave his mom's and, you know, the people home, and he still brung them. It's crazy, man. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad, man. But, you know, it's all love. You've been talking a little too much, too. I've been peeping, so, you know, it's close, so we'll see Saturday night.
Back to you, Roach. He said, as you're shimmying over there, you said let's boogie. I mean, he said he feels like you've been talking a little bit too much. You know, what do you take away from that? And do you feel that you have been talking a little too much, or is it just more of a confidence that, you know, I know what I can do?
Yeah, what I'm supposed to say when they ask me questions. What I'm supposed to say?
Yeah.
Oh, he going to do, like, normally 9 times out of 10, the questions start with, oh, Tank's a knockout power puncher, blase, blase. What are you going to do? Yeah, what? Yeah. I'm going to say what I got to say. I know what I can do. That's what I'm supposed to.
You bring your mother?
She right there. You ain't hear her ask, why the fuck was you leave me?
What?
I mean, that's just out her mouth, straight up.
Why do you bring her?
What you mean why I bring her? She love to see me whoop ass. See? I bet. Yeah, what you ain't too shy saying what you gonna do, right?
I am now.
You are now?
Yeah.
Why?
Mom Dukes right there.
Nah. It's all right. Yeah, but like I said, like, it's not like I'm talking too much. They ask questions. That's what they do. You know how they do. That's honestly probably why he don't tend to media for real, is they ask too many questions. Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, that's just what they do. They ask questions that 9 times out of 10 you answer it. They, you know what I'm saying, use one part of the sentence for clickbait. That's what they do. So.
Now, going to the fight, I mean, you're a 130-pound champion already. You defeat Tank, you're the 135-pound champion, and you have spoken. You want both belts, and you want to defend both belts. You got the president right there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, why he not on this side? He bugging.
Hey, chill out. Don't worry about that.
So what would it mean for you to be a 2-division champion?
Man, I mean, everything. So my goal is, you know what I'm saying, that's what I set out to do. It's what I set out to do. Hopefully, after I win, I can defend both. You know, I want to unify, or, you know, if we do a rematch, you know, then we could do that.
Over to you, Tank. You've said on interviews and in Gloves Off, you say your biggest fear is losing. How do you bottle that feeling up right before you step into the ring?
Turn into a demon. Every time. Think about what I've been through, think about what I lost. And just go in there and get my man.
Now I'll go over to you, Lamont. Saturday night prediction against Gervonta Tank Davis. This crowd is going to be packed. There's rumors that the records are going to be broken from the records he set in 2022. What can fans expect in this mega main event?
Let me tackle that record breaking. It's part of, obviously he's a superstar. He gonna sell out and shit like that. We know that. But if it already broke the last record, it's because he got a better dance partner. Everybody know I trash Rolly too. So you know, we keep that right there. But come Saturday, man. Man, y'all gonna see. My prediction is and the new.
Back to you, Tank. You heard his prediction. He says it's going to be and the new. He's going to be a 2-division world champion. What's your prediction going Saturday?
Moms. You know what I come to do, man. You know why I'm here. I don't want to say too much. Mom Duke's over there in the corner, so gotta keep it polite. But y'all know, fireworks.
All right, you heard from Tank Davis. He says it's going to be fireworks, and it's sure to be had here Saturday night, March 1st from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. You don't want to miss it, whether you order the pay-per-view or you buy a ticket to be inside this arena. You're not going to want to miss it. It's Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. We will see you Saturday, March 1st. And don't forget, our weigh-in, our official weigh-in is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific on the PBC socials. It's the final face-off between both men and the rest of our matchup.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from the Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.